Do you ever get in long dink rallies at the kitchen line and you get a little impatient and eventually you gotta attack and you speed the ball up? Well, here are 7 mistakes that we all make at the kitchen line when we're speeding the ball up and what to do instead. This is the Pickleball Journey channel where we give you weekly videos to help you on your pickleball journey. All right, we're gonna jump right into that first mistake, and I have my bag here to help me as my partner. So this first mistake is attacking with the speed up out of position. So as you can see, both the bag and I are in position, but when we get into a dink rally, a lot of times my opponent will pull me out of position so that I'm over here hitting a dink. A lot of times when I'm out of position or off balance, I'll want to speed the ball up out of position, but what this does, if they're ready, they have a nice easy gap to hit into if I'm pulled off the court or if the bag partner is pulled off the court. So make sure what you want to do instead is attack only when you're in the proper position to defend the counter that they're hitting back. So I want to attack when I'm in good position. I want to avoid attacking when I'm out of position. All right, let's talk about mistake number 2. Mistake number 2 is trying to speed the ball up with no spin. So what I mean by that is a lot of times we try to attack and we come straight through the ball and not generating any kind of topspin. Topspin is what brings the ball down back into the court, especially if our opponents let it go. That's what's gonna bring it down into the back of the court. So what we wanna be doing is we're gonna look like we're hitting a dink, but we wanna make sure that we're snapping the wrist vertically like this so that we get topspin. So what we don't wanna do is this, okay, going straight through the ball. What we wanna do is this, getting a little bit of snap low to high into our motion. All right, let's jump right into mistake number 3, and that is speeding up with no target, right? We just get impatient and then we just want to attack, and we randomly attack with no target in mind. Where we want to attack is making sure that we're attacking to the dominant shoulder, okay? Now that's a general place to attack, but it always depends on where your opponent's paddle is in the ready position. If their paddle is in the right position down by their hip, then hit it to the farthest point to which their paddle can receive the ball, okay? But a safe place to always go is making sure that you're attacking that dominant shoulder. So my target here, and our great editor is gonna put a target up here on the right shoulder of my sign. So when I get a dink, I'm gonna speed up, boom, okay? So I'm attacking that right shoulder so they get jammed up, and then it's gonna create a pop-up if they get it back to be able to put the ball away. All right, we're already on to mistake number 4. This mistake is taking too big of a swing. So a lot of times when we get into our dink battles, we prepare for the ball and we take too big of a backswing, and then we come up and through, because that's generally what we do when we get aggressive. We take that too big of a backswing. What this does is allows our opponents to anticipate when we're hitting a speed up, right? So we don't want to be obvious with it and take too big of a backswing, because then they know it's going to be speeding up. So what we want to do instead is making sure that we look like we're hitting a dink. So our paddle faces out in front, we look like we're hitting a dink, and then all of a sudden, boom, we're speeding it up and it's going to that dominant shoulder. So keep that backswing very short, just like you would in a dink, and then push fast through it with some topspin. All right, before we get on to mistake number 5, please like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos. So mistake number 5 is attacking while we're moving backwards, right? A little bit different than attacking while we're out of position, pulled out of position, because they can hit the gap, right? In this scenario, we're still within the center of our half, right? But we're moving backwards as we hit the ball. So a lot of times when they move us back, we're tempted to attack from here. But if we attack from here, if they're ready for it and they counter, I am now moving backwards and I'm further from them, which gives them a more easier space to hit to my feet, right? So what to do instead is make sure that you have an easier ball, that you're staying balanced, you're forward on that kitchen line, and then if I attack, I'm able to be ready in this position to be able to defend their counter, right? And it's harder for them to get it to my feet because my feet are as close to the kitchen line as I can. So make sure that you're not attacking when you're backing up and you're attacking when you're imbalanced close to that kitchen line. All right, we're already on to mistake number 6. To demonstrate this, I'm gonna teleport to the other side. Let's go. Whoosh. All right, so for mistake number 6, we speed the ball up too quickly. So when we're in that dink battle, we get excited, we know we're gonna attack, it's in our head, and then we really accelerate that ball or that paddle way too quickly because the ball goes way out. So what we need to do is get comfortable with making sure we're hitting it slow enough where it lands 2 feet inside that baseline, we're putting enough spin on it, but we're also hitting it fast enough where it's going to be an attack, it's going to be a surprise for our opponent. So what I would do is make sure we're practicing this and getting it to fast enough to where it dips inside. That was a little long, but dips inside, and we're generating that top spin to keep it inside. So I'm not killing the ball, but I'm speeding it up just enough to get it inside that baseline. This is not an easy shot, and you need to continue to practice it. But if we hit this ball too hard, our opponents are just gonna pivot and let it go fly out. All right, we're on to mistake number 7. This one I struggle with a lot. This mistake is hitting to a good volleyer or a person that can counter the ball really well when you speed the ball up. If you try it once or twice and they get you, and it's hard to hit it to anywhere and they're just countering everything. What you can do instead is maybe hit to their partner or try it from a different angle. Change it up, but don't keep making the same mistake over and over again and allowing them to take advantage of it. You're gonna drive yourself insane and you're gonna drive your partner insane.